2024 will be the year of celebration because one of the world's most popular and best-selling SUVs turns 30 years old. First introduced in 1994, this crossover has become an icon in the industry, and the latest generation is more popular than ever before. In today's video, we will tell you why the show-stopping 2024 Toyota RAV4 takes center stage in the automotive world. The bestseller. The automotive market is fierce, especially in recent times. If a particular model wants to survive, it has to be head and shoulders above the competition. Surviving on the market is one thing. To top the chart of best-selling vehicles year after year without losing any ground to the competition requires a completely different set of traits. To do so in probably the most competitive SUV segment is an achievement nothing short of being legendary. Of course, you already know that in this particular case, we are talking about an SUV that has become a bestseller all around the world, Toyota RAV4. Let's back up those spectacular claims with numbers, shall we? In the US market, the selling charts are dominated by the big three pickup brands, Ford F-150, Ram 1500, and Chevy Sierra. Want to guess what comes just after? If you guessed RAV4, you are absolutely correct. To be a top-selling non-pickup vehicle in the US is a big achievement, but that's not even the impressive part. The RAV4 was the second best-selling vehicle in the entire world in 2022. The data for 2023 is not complete, but it does not look like the sales of this SUV are about to stop. In fact, with the new updates for the 2024 model year, we're expecting that the Toyota RAV4 will be as popular as ever. The workhorse. The Toyota RAV4 is renowned for one main reason: reliability. This particular trait made this vehicle a workhorse of choice for millions of families around the world. It is just as simple as that. You buy a RAV4, you can go well beyond 300,000 miles with minimal maintenance and repairs. These SUVs just keep going and going and going and, well, you get the point. Do not think that the reason for such outstanding reliability is the fact that the RAV4 is about as technically advanced as a garden shed. In fact, quite the opposite is true. Being a product of the Toyota Motor Company, the RAV4 can draw upon the inspiration from a long legacy of its manufacturer being the forefront of technological advancement. The current fifth-generation RAV4 was introduced to the market in 2018, and according to the talks of high-ranking industry insiders, a new model is on the way. So by the industry standards, the current RAV4 is an old model at the end of a production cycle. Yet, when tech is concerned, it is as fresh as a freshly picked apple. Yet again, thanks to Toyota's determination to go toe-to-toe with the latest technology advancements, and being one of the lead innovators of technology in the automotive industry, the RAV4 can compete with much newer competitors. And according to the best-selling charts, do so quite successfully. For the 2024 model year, Toyota went with a tried-and-true recipe: if it ain't broke, don't fix it. So the power unit and the drivetrain are pretty much the same. Keeping in mind that the RAV4 is an immensely popular global product, depending on the specific market, you can get this SUV in a seemingly endless list of configurations. The options range from a highly efficient 4-cylinder gasoline engine to a modern plug-in hybrid version. The power output accordingly ranges from 169 horsepower to a respectable 302 horsepower in the hybrid. Transmission variants are also about as diverse as the markets this SUV is sold on. Buyers can choose a modern 8-speed automatic, a very tricked-out eCVT option for the hybrid variants, and even an old-school 6-speed manual in some markets. This only shows how immensely popular the RAV4 is. This SUV is sold in every major market around the world and can be found in all continents, probably except Antarctica. Well, as long as penguins don't learn how to drive, that is. A nice place to be. We all know that Toyota knows how to make a quality product. This is one of the key advantages that make this manufacturer stand out among its rivals. And when we talk about quality, we mean all the areas of the vehicle, including the interior. Where do you spend most of the time driving your car? Of course, inside it. If your answer was different, we would love to know the way you're operating your motor vehicle on the road. So the quality and design of the interior is one of the most crucial aspects. especially if you want to dominate the market like the RAV4 does. So let's investigate how Toyota managed to create the interior that claimed the hearts and minds of millions of customers around the world. Many other channels and some automotive journalists criticize the RAV4 for lack of luxury materials and overall design being somewhat boring and outdated. Yet, on this channel, we see things differently and can only applaud Toyota's design and engineering department for making the interior of a car honest and true to its purpose. Most of the drivers do not care for fancy materials and futuristic design choices, sometimes looking like they came from the mind of a surrealist artist. The RAV4's interior offers all that most of the average driver will ever need. The materials are of high quality, and although not all surfaces are the nicest to touch, who cares in the real world? The general layout is oriented towards driver and passenger comfort. The cabin is roomy, seats are comfortable, and there are just about enough cubbies and spaces to store your valuables to satisfy every passenger. Being a family vehicle, the RAV4 offers decent cargo space for a small SUV. There is 37.6 cubic feet of cargo space behind the rear seats and 69.8 cubic feet with these seats folded. These are one of the best values in this segment. For our more tech-savvy viewers, we would like to mention that the RAV4 comes with an 8.0 standard touchscreen, or you can opt for a 10.5-inch display in some upscale trims. Of course, the infotainment system comes armed with all the latest and greatest digital gizmos like Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. Smooth operator. These words would best describe the way the 2024 Toyota RAV4 drives. Yet again, some automotive reviewers can't be pleased and criticize the RAV4 for the lack of fun and engagement. Some claims included phrases like, "not memorable" or "boring." The main focus of such critique being the RAV4's lack of sportiness. Well, we do not know in what parallel universe the aforementioned experts live, but in this channel, we are of the opinion that a family SUV can't and shouldn't handle like an Italian sports car. The street is not a racetrack, and the typical SUV buyer has neither the need nor the inspiration to become a professional racing driver. Technically, the RAV4 is a family van, and it drives relatively nicely for such a vehicle. The suspension blends a perfect balance between comfort and stability. The reaction over rougher patches of road is civilized, and even the worst bits of road do not unsettle the RAV4 much. This is an SUV that works with you through the journey. Yes, it has no sporty traits, but a vehicle of this segment does not need them. The 2024 RAV4 will keep doing what it does best: provide plenty of families with a comfortable, predictable means of transportation to reach their destination in a safe and predictable manner. Jack of all trades. No doubt that there are more powerful, better-looking or better-equipped SUVs than the 2024 Toyota RAV4 on the market. Yet almost no other competitor has the perfect blend of features this SUV possesses. The exterior styling is modern, yet not over the top. Overall design looks somewhat aggressive with the pronounced front bumper and grille combo. The 2024 model year will add an additional color called Army Green if you aspire to add some military vibe to your family SUV. The interior is a really comfortable place to spend the time during a journey. The space is plentiful even for a larger family. And wherever in the world you might live, you will find an engine and transmission combination to suit your day-to-day needs. And the news got even better. One of the key traits of the RAV4 is its unparalleled reliability and dependability. While the competitors in this segment had their fair share of complaints, the RAV4 has an almost spotless reputation in this regard. That brings us to another benefit: good resale value. When after long years of trusty service, you decide to part ways with your trusty ride, chances are that you'll get not an insignificant amount of your primary investment back. The true measure of how good or bad a vehicle is typically lies in the hands of the buyers rather than in the opinions of automotive journalists or reviewers. And there is no doubt in the creators of this channel's minds that the people will vote with their money, and the 2024 Toyota RAV4 will be among the best-selling vehicles in the world.